In this video, we're going to show you how to measure the boundaries of your property, to draw on your property, as well as to obtain the plat map or survey for your property. These can be useful for many different reasons, whether you're constructing a fence, installing a driveway, submitting plans to an HOA for a deck or a pool, or any other various reasons for having property dimensions for your property. First, navigate to our GIS map, which you can locate on our property search tools on the auditor's website. You can find it by doing a Google search or going to the Union County homepage under elected officials, auditor, and property search tools. Once you navigate to the Union County GIS map, find your property either by clicking the address here, searching for it using one of our tools. You can use your name, address, parcel number if you have it. You can find most of it or all of that information on your tax bill, or simply just zoom in the property that you're inquiring about on the map. Once you're there, you're going to utilize our layer list. On the layer list, you're going to find a couple different options that are going to be suitable for this use. The first one is going to be our parcel annotation layer. The parcel annotation layer is based off of the plat or survey that we have historically on file for this property. It is not legal record. It is not something that you can take and use it for any disputes or submissions, but it is helpful for a reference. I'll show you how to get to those more authoritative documents here shortly. The parcel annotation layer simply displays the layer of the dimensions of your property over top of the aerial photo. If the aerial photo is a little bit too choppy, you can simply go to our base map layer, which is the quadrant or window looking like item here. Turn off the aerial photography and you'll be able to see the layer there. Now, one cool trick, if you wish to kind of see a different perspective of change, is to activate the aerial photo on the layer list. You'll see it come up here, and simply go to the transparency option. Once you're there, you can use that scroll bar and simply fade out the aerial photo underneath so that you can see the data displayed. A lot of times shadows will play games with the numbers, or just the way that the color of the layer that's on does not match with the color of the aerial photo underneath. For various reasons, you may want to do this. One other neat trick for this as well is if you wanted to have a look at what this property looked like a few years before, you can activate a different layer and go all the way back and see before a property was there. One neat thing about this is once you activate the layer list, you can pop it and make it come and fade and see the difference between two different dated layers. Not quite related to the property dimensions, but also a really neat trick for finding historical things and removing shadows or colors or other things that might be there for different purposes on your property. So for today, we're going to leave it at a partial transparency so we can read the numbers a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and put the base map back on so that those numbers pop and use it there. So this is a good time to look at our measurement tool. Let's say you wanted to see how far your home is from the back of your house. Simply locate the ruler icon in the toolbar, specify the dimensions by which you wish to measure by, and click your starting point and your ending point. You can see there's a live roll of the numbers and of the dimensions of that line. So no matter where you are, it's going to do it. This is a really handy tool if you do not know what your measurement is that you're looking to obtain. In this case, double click when you're done. If you do not double click, simply just point and click and you can find the perimeter of an item and see how it is. If you're looking at, say, a walking trail and you want to see how far it is, this is a nice way to kind of see the distance of that trail. You can also determine area, specify your dimensions. Say you want to measure how big a deck is or the space to put a deck. And that'll tell you how many square feet you have available at that time. Now, as you notice, all the measurement items that I just created disappeared. For each new measurement that I make, it'll cause the previous ones to no longer be present on the map. If you wish to make this a permanent drawing on the map, go to our draw tool. On the draw tool, you'll see some options to place images or drawings on the map, by which that will stay there over the long haul. You'll find the transparency option still here. If you were to take this and you wanted to say the measurements as well, make sure you click this first before you start. Let's go to square feet again, and we're not going to do a perimeter measurement. We're going to keep the color. We're going to do a polygon. We're going to take this same shape. This is the shape that I want to keep permanent on the map, now that I've already know what the measurement is. And I can trace it so that it becomes a permanent feature. Double click once you're done, and you'll see the square feet of your object. This is handy when you're doing a patio or a pool, and you want to demonstrate on the map where it is. Now, if you also wanted to do the same thing with distance measurements, you can select the line and place your color options as well as your font options all below here, and select measurement. Click your starting point, hold down the mouse to your ending point, and that'll see it. The downfall of starting with this is you don't know what the measurement is going to be until you're done. Whereas with the measuring tool, you have a live measurement as you go. So those are the big differences there. One's a live measurement, the other one is a results-based measurement. And this one is only temporary, of course, as well. So that is how you measure with the draw tool and the measurement tool, how you place permanent markings on the map and draw dimensions and transparency for your property. Now, if you want to get some more authoritative documents for your property, you're going to want to scroll to the layer list one more time. Go to either survey or subdivision. Survey is going to be for any property that is not inside of a subdivision or community. For instance, a survey will have an icon on the map that looks similar to this. You're going to want to make sure that the layer is activated to pop up. So if it's activated, that means you can disable it. If it's not activated, this will be an option to enable it. Click the icon on the screen. It'll give you a link that you can scroll to in the property box here. This is a survey done in 2006. Once you click on it, make sure pop-up blocker is not activated. You'll find a copy of the survey done at that time frame. This is your legal record. This is what you're going to utilize for any kind of actual dimensional research and action. There'll be pins that you can follow. Most often, contacting the surveyor that did it will be a helpful exercise for any serious claims or actions. But this is going to be a good tool for any information you want to obtain on your property. If you are inside of a subdivision, you can find that same exact information by clicking the subdivision layer. Subdivision layer will activate. You'll know, it'll tell you what section and which subdivision that you are looking at. Make sure that that is also activated. I believe the default is that it is. In this case, the subdivision one is not, but simply go to the sub layer, activate it, and then click on the property in question. Once you go there, you can navigate to that layer. Click more info, and it'll give you the plat information. Again, a pop-up blocker might inhibit you from opening this page. You can hold down Control to go around the pop-up blocker and click the link, or you can just disable it in your settings on your browser. Once you're there, you're going to see all the information on this section of the subdivision. This is where the data of the parcel annotation layer comes from. Again, that is just for reference only. This is going to be your official document if you're going to be referencing anything for official use. You can see the back, the front, the meets and bounds of the parcel here, as well as your building line and any easements that are present. This, along with your drawings, typically are useful for any HOA requests that may be for constructing a fence, or zoning requests for putting in a building or pole building or a pool. These are some useful things to put on there. Again, if you have any questions about any of these tools, you can contact our office. Number is 937-645-3003, 937-645-3003.